So hello and welcome to the online guided meditation. I'm Dr. Keith Cox and I'm the spiritual leader for the Center for Spiritual Living, Los Angeles. It's my honor and pleasure to come together with you to facilitate this brief guided meditation. Just a reminder, the purpose of meditation is to allow our soul to speak to us as we move into that space of quiet and guidance, an inward journey. Unlike traditional prayer where we speak to the divine, almost declaring or demanding that which we desire to experience. In meditation, through the guided process and listening and feeling and seeing with our inner eyes, the divine speaks to us. And so we allow that to process during this meditation. I invite you to begin, as we always do, with becoming aware of your breathing pattern. Inhaling through your nostrils to the count of 4, 3, 4, holding it for 2 seconds, 1, 2, and exhaling through your mouth to the count of 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Continuing this breathing pattern. As you begin to allow your eyes to gently close. You begin to peer into the back of your eyelids. It's that place that we call the optic screen. It's on the screen during this meditation that words or symbols or colors may appear. That is an indication that the power of the divine is expressing itself through you. So with your eyes gently closed, staying connected to your breath, beginning to sit upright with an elongated spine. You begin to see yourself moving into a lotus position. Whether that's literally you cross your legs with your ankles resting on the upward facing portion of your kneecaps, or just simply in your mind's eye with an elongated spine and your legs crossed. As you sit in the lotus position, you extend and outreached hands with palms facing upwards. Laying the hands down onto your ankles, upward facing palms, taking the second finger in and touching it to the pad of your thumb. It's in this moment you feel a jolt of energy that reminds you of the reconnection of a connection that's always existed to the source of life. And so to further this feeling, you begin to see in your heart chakra a golden ball of life. And staying connected to your breath with each inhalation to the count of 4. And exhalation. You now begin to see this golden ball of life as it lines up into your spine and your chakras as it begins to rise up through your throat chakra, moving past your third eye chakra, up to and including your crown chakra, and then out into the infinite nature of the universe. Using your mind's eye, you begin to see this ball of life, a golden ball of light that represents the ball of life, as it continues to move further and further and further out into space. And you breathe. Staying connected to your breath with each inhalation and exhalation, you pull this ball of life back into your sphere of experience and begin to see it returning back through the ethers of space in a direction to Mother Earth. As it returns to Mother Earth, it pierces the outer layer of the earth on a direct pattern back into the core of Mother Earth, returning through the inner portion of Mother Earth back into your root chakra as you sit on your tailbone on the ground, rising up through your sacral plexus and then your solar plexus, returning to that place from where it began, your heart chakra. The jolt gets larger. And in this moment, what you're reminded of is that you play a role in this expression of life. Your role in life is to consciously use the law of life. And as you consciously use the law and its subcategories, our meditation will be based on a writing that was published in the e-newsletter for the Center for Spiritual Living Los Angeles this week. Please listen. It is often in a class or a Sunday celebration that I will refer to the law of life doing its part. As metaphysicians, one of the things we are to know is that we have a foundational belief that the law of life is always playing out its part in the co-creation process. Our role is to tend to our thinking, beliefs, actions, reactions, and interactions with life. In other words, that which contributes to our consciousness. The other part of life is the law of life, bringing forth an experience in life. Within the greater of this law, there are subcategories of laws. In this meditation, I'm going to share with you some of them, to see what is stirred up within you, to review how you're using the law and the sub-laws in your life. And so as I read the law, I invite you to just be open to see what shows up in your life. The first sub-law that we look at is the law of energy becoming reality. It's defined as such. Energy moves into physical form. What you give out in energy materializes in physical form. So you simply allow this law of energy that becomes reality to show up in your world. Asking yourself, are you conscious of how you've been using your energy that then shows up in physical form? To get a glimpse of how that's worked in your life, look at the physical forms in your life. Your relationships, your body, the body of your affairs, and assign this energy a color, this energy and this law a color. And use that color to bless and release anything in your life in physical form that isn't serving your highest good. And then use this color as you focus on it in your mind's eye to begin to attract more and more into your world, that which you desire to have in physical form. As we now move to the second law as a subcategory of the law of life, we look at the law of vibration and attraction. Everything in the universe vibrates, nothing rests. Your thoughts and subsequent actions are vibrations that you send off into the universe, which in turn attract like-minded energy and vibrations to you. As you begin to assign the law of vibration / attraction a color, you begin to take inventory of what you have attracted into your world, what vibrational frequencies they hold, and asking yourself, which vibrational frequencies are you sending out? Are they in alignment with the qualities of the divine, which are peace, power, beauty, joy, life, light, love, and wisdom? Or is that what you have attracted into your world contradictory to these qualities? And so using the color that you've attracted or attached to or assigned to this law of vibration and energy, you begin to bless each and everything in your world that you have attracted into it. Consciously dissolving and releasing anything that seems to be contrary to your highest good. Allowing it to return to the universe, readying itself to be converted into energy and vibrations that are in alignment with a higher consciousness. Remembering that throughout your day and your week, all that is required to shift this vibrational frequency is to move inward into your subconscious, bring up this color, and shift your vibration. Which now allows us to move to the next law, which is called the law of relativity. As you assign this law a color, you hear its definition. Nothing in life is good or bad until it's compared to something. For instance, some people may have greater abundance and prosperity than you. And likewise, you have more than another. And so, hearing this definition and feeling this energy and seeing the color related to the law of relativity, you begin to bring up situations in your life where you have lived in comparison. Sometimes feeling less than, sometimes feeling more than. And realizing that living life in this hierarchical comparison state is out of alignment with your divine nature. You begin to bless those situations, those experiences, and release them back to the creative ethers of the universe. Remembering that as a vibrational being on this planet, you attract into your world that which is equal to your consciousness. And so there's no need for comparison of good or bad. Just trusting that all is a reflection of the law of life working itself through you. And a cleansing ensues. Feeling the cleansing energy that has transpired as you've taken a new approach to the law of energy becoming reality. And the law of vibration and attraction working in your life. Having a greater understanding of the law of relativity. We now move to the law of polarity. As we begin to realize in a deeper way than ever before that everything has an opposite. If something happens in your life that appears to be bad, there has to be something in your life that appears to be good. It's how you look at the situation that makes it good or bad. Meaning at all times there are opposites in check in the universe, therefore in your life. And so assigning the law of polarity a color, you begin to draw up into your world, your field of experience. Experiences in your life. Where polar opposites have existed, but you haven't chosen to see the good in them. And so using this color field for this law, you begin to bless this law being in your life. Which reminds you that every single experience in life is temporary. Which moves us to the next law, which is the law of rhythm. Giving the law of rhythm a color, you hear its definition. The tide goes in, the tide goes out. In life, when you're on a downswing, know that the tide will be changing. It's the law. We've all heard the saying, and this too shall pass. And so in this moment, you get connected and feel the rhythm of this law as it works in your life. And is this rhythm moving at a slow, staccato, soulful beat? Or is it vibrating at a very high, quick, frenetic pace? It matters not which, as long as the manner in which you use the law works efficiently and effectively for you as you reveal your divinity in life. Using the color of this law of rhythm, you remember that whenever your rhythm seems out of sync with that too, the nature of life, that you bring up the color of this law and intentionally create a shift in your rhythm, remembering every single thing is temporary, whether you have defined it or assessed it as good or bad. Which gives us the opportunity to be aware that we can always plant seeds of that which is new, which moves us to the next law, the law of gestation. Giving the law of gestation a color, we hear the definition. Every seed has a gestation period. Manifestation into form or physical results is guaranteed to occur when the time is right if you don't experience immediate changes in your life after doing your spiritual work. Remember this law. Every seed has a gestation period. As we remember that the creation through the divine does not know human-made time. And so bringing up that which we desire to experience in life that seems to be taking too long, we bless it with that color and trust that through its gestation period, it is revealed in its proper order. As we move to the final law of this meditation, it's the law of cause and effect. Assigning this law a color, we hear the definition. What you send into the universe comes back to you. It's automatic. There's no such thing as chance. Everything, everything happens according to law, and nothing ever escapes the law. For example, when you give 10% of your income in the form of a tithe to where you're spiritually nourished, you will set this divine law into motion. It's always working. The question is, will you be ready to receive? And in this moment, we use the energy and the color of this energy of the law of cause and effect. to do an inventory of what we have placed into the law, what we have sent out into the universe, readying itself to return in form of creation. Whether it's a reflection of the law of vibration, or the law of polarity, or the law of rhythm, the law of gestation, the law of cause and effect. Are we ready to receive? So as you begin to peer back into the optic screen, if you had moved away from that, you begin to see this meditation in your mind's eye coming to a close. Trusting that all that has transpired has set these laws in motion, these subcategorical laws that are all in alignment with the one law of life. As you affirm for yourself this, I am in alignment with my good. I am conscious and secure in how I purposefully and intentionally use the law of life. I am ready to receive my good because I'm conscious and secure I have given my good. The law works. I know this to be true with every fiber of my being. I am conscious of my consciousness. Allowing the energy in those words to move out into the ethers of the universe. You take a deep breath in and exhale. As we breathe in again, and with this exhale, we begin to open our eyes, wiggle our fingers, wiggle our toes. Taking another deep breath in as we hold it. And with this exhalation, we stretch out our arms and begin to move our body, knowing that this meditation has shifted the vibration of what's transpiring in our life. And for that, we say out loud, thank you, thank you, thank you. As we end this meditation by saying, and so it is.